Now, after we have actually copied the data in SPSS, you'll get the data. Okay, just now you get the data will be okay. Will include the header. Okay, it will include the header. Okay, it might take some time if you want to do copy and paste, because the number of data that you have, and then the volume, and also the capacity of your memory, okay, your RAM is also playing an important role, and also the internet connection. Right now, since you have this is not going to be your data, right? So this will be your label, okay, the label of your data, your variable name. So what you can do is that you can actually copy this, all right? Firstly copy this, all right? Then you go to your um, Excel just now. You go to Excel just now, right? You create a new sheet, all right? A new sheet. All right. Now, if you don't copy it from here, you can just copy from you can copy also from your Excel, original Excel, all right? And then you go here. Then you want to paste it in the new sheet, but you don't want to paste it horizontally. You want to paste it vertically, because after this you want to paste it in here as the label, right? Because the label will be horizontal, so we will have to paste, okay, horizontal here, right? So if you do just normal copy and paste, so we'll go like this. Okay, instead of doing that, you go to paste special, right? Your paste special. All right, no, cannot do that, right? So basically you have to copy from here, copy from Excel. Okay, copy, all right, and then go here and click paste special, then you transpose. So transpose is actually will actually transpose, okay, the data, okay, the whatever data they copy, okay, from horizontal to vertical, or from vertical to horizontal. So you just click OK, then you have that. Okay, now you copy this from Excel, go back to SPSS, right? Then you just paste it here. So all your label will be copied from Excel. All right. Now, okay, you can either just leave this, okay, as your variable name, but you have the label, or you want to actually put the name according to this. But here, because this, okay, let's try it. Let's try it. I believe that we can do that, but if depending on the different version, okay, the older version cannot copy directly because you have space here, and also you have this question mark here. But if you want to try it, okay, so you cannot. So see, variable name contain an illegal character. So basically, I'm going to just leave this as it is. So this will be variable 2, 3, and then this is the label. All right, now one more thing is that we can actually define the values here. Okay, we can define the values here. Right, for example, if you refer back to your what you call it, um, your question is, then you know that what would be the values that you should be putting for every answers that you have required the respondent to answer. Okay, so this should be, for example, this is 1 is equal to, I believe that 1 should be male, right? If I'm not mistaken, let's just check again. Okay, just check again. One should be male or female. I'll go check at Telegram, because we have sent the questionnaires using online. All right. Okay, let's look at. Okay, one should be one. Okay, now if you put one as female, then two as male, then we have to put that as male. Okay, so one as two as male, and one as female. All right, and click OK. So this is the values. So one is actually female, two is actually male. So when we do that, then we know that when we actually change the code, all right, the data to uh, the code, for example, female will be changed to 1, and male will be changed to 2. All right. Okay. All right. Now this is one part here that I will actually do it later on, because the time actually we only have about 22 minutes here. So I would like to continue on to what we call it a very descriptive analysis. So since there are a lot of string data here, because one more thing here is that it need to be changed to numeric. So then only we can actually see that we can actually use different we call it varieties of analysis or tools, ranging from mean analysis, comparison, all right, and then relationship and so on. Right. So the problem why actually Spss recognized it as string. Okay, if you look at your data here, so majority of the data is actually using we call it string data. Okay, this is string data, and then we have to transform this string data. Right, this is also string. All right. Okay. Also string. All right. There are a lot of string data there. Okay. A lot of string data, that's why it actually recognizes it as string. uh, okay okay, a lot of string data there. So only here, okay, the data are numeric. Okay, all right, but why do actually SPSS also consider it as string? Because the first data is actually including the header, so you need to clear this, right? Okay, you need to clear this, but Spss has actually recognized that as string data, and that's why here the data is also recognized as string, because I assume that data number for example here is starting from data variable number, sorry, okay, all right. Okay, starting from here. Okay, variable 49 should be numeric. Okay, 49 until 59. No, until 60. Okay, they were still going on. Okay, until variable 69 should be numeric. So here you can just 49. Okay, here change it to numeric. Okay, until 69 here, right? So what you can do, we just copy this, right? Then you just highlight all it until 69. Okay, just paste. Then we have all this as numeric. Check your data whether your data is still there. Okay, the data is still there. All right. All right. Then we can actually start to do some analysis. Okay. Now, okay, just to also make some changes here. I want to transform the data from variable 12 here. We have variable 12. Okay, I want to transform this into numerical. Okay, and the variable 12 until variable, okay, here 43, right? 12 until 43 to become numeric. So what I can do is that I have to transform the data, compute variable, or recode into the same variable. Okay, so we look at variable 43. Okay, 43 is, sorry, variable 43. Okay, this one. No. Just check again. This is variable 43. Okay, the last one is 43 from variable 13. Okay, 13 until 43. 13 is actually variable. The name of the variable is A shopping list help us to control whatever. Okay, a shopping list help us to control our expenses or our okay. So let's look at where is the okay a shopping list. Okay, this one. So I want to change this until variable 43, which is variable 43 is Securities Commission Malaysia, right? Securities Commission Malaysia. So what you can do, you just click shift, okay, and then you click until the variable that you want to, so they want to select. So all the variable will be selected if you click shift and then click the last variable that you want to convert to recode. Okay, so and then you click old and new values. So old values is, let's say we have okay, we want to have one. So sorry, old value is one. Okay, one equivalent to true or false. Okay, so one equivalent to, let's say we take false, right? Then add, then two equivalent to true, right? Click OK. We continue. Then click OK. Warning: some string variable being recorded differ in length. The record may be inadequate for some variable. Okay, right. All right. Now let's look at whether I have done it correctly or not. Okay. All right. Okay. This is a problem because this is using big cap. Okay, this is also using big cap, so I need to change it again. All right, so go to transform. Okay, record into same variable here. Right, so you have to change this, right? Change this to a new one. So you put false. Okay, then change. Then this one as true, but now it's using big cap. Then you change, then continue, then click OK, then click OK again. Now let's see the result of the recording. Right, still problematic. So what's wrong with this? Okay, let's see. This is true. Okay, I'm not really sure why does the Spss is not um, getting. All right, let's do it again. Probably. Okay, transform. Oh, okay, sorry. Okay. Old and new values. One. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. Sorry. Because supposedly, all right, true or false will be your old value. Okay. So let's do it. False. Okay. Is as one, and true as two. Okay. Then click OK. Continue. Voila! Executed. And then, yeah. Okay. This is the variable that has been changed. Okay. We have another variable that we are missing. Okay, variable, this is variable 12. Okay, we are missing, we haven't actually convert this. So we go to compute and then recode to same variable. We miss variable 12, which is 10, 11, and variable 12. So you just click there, click OK. All right, then we check the data again. Now variable 12 has been coded again. All right, now we have coded quite a number of variables here. So I think we are just be prepared. I mean, we can actually look at some of the descriptive analysis of the data. So how you want to actually look at the descriptive, all right? So we just save this first, okay? And then we can just call it as this is FAM, okay, financial literacy, right? Okay, then we click save, right? Now, okay, for analyzing the let's see, am I still online? Okay, all right, I'm still online. Okay, okay, for analyzing this, what you call it, the data. Okay, hold on for a while. This is Azan player. Okay. Um, all right. What about it? All right. So I'll continue on. Now, how are we going to actually do some descriptive analysis using Spss, right? Okay. If you go and you look at here, because this is all string data. So for the string data, there is a quite limited, what we call it, analysis that you can do, right? You can actually look at for example, you can actually use frequencies, how many actually have responded, how many female, how many male. Okay, so you can go to analyze descriptives, and yeah, here frequencies, because string data they're not so much, okay, you can do with it, right? So you can have some descriptive analysis. So basically you can look at gender, you can look at the age, okay, you can do program study, what is your study, what is your last education level, and what is your source of funding, how much your parent income, okay, what is your father's education level, and then what is your mother education level, okay, all right, and sometimes, okay, this is the question. Right, now this is mostly like is the demographic of the students, right? So we have this, and then we can have charts if you want. Can have bar charts or pie charts, right? And you can go look at the chart value on frequencies or percentage, right? If you want to take percentage, then you can go for percentage. All right, then the statistic, okay, you can go for quartile, okay, mean, okay, median, mode, and sum, skewness and kurtosis, and so on. Right, I'll just leave it for that for a while. Okay, I'll display frequency table also. All right, you can have that frequency table, and then you just click OK. So this is just like giving some idea of who are your respondents. Right, it will take some time. Okay, this is the statistic. What is your gender? We have 413 answering, and all the questions have been answered. That there is no missing question, there's no missing items here, because this is being asked online, and then you can make it as compulsory question. I know it's quite unethical to do that, but normally to avoid the problem of missing data, then you can do this. All right, but you don't have to explain it in the in your thesis or whatever. Okay, in terms of the gender here, female, there are 303 respondent has responded, and then it is actually 73.4%. Okay, compared to male, about 26.6%. This is the scenario of the what call it gender composition in the university. So this is what I call it the age factor. They are 19 years old. So basically you can actually reconstruct this using what I call it range. Okay, so this is the thing that you might want to change. All right, The program of study, okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different courses that you are taking here, and majority are from FSMPPK, which is what is this? The PPK Pentadbiran Perhubungan Korporat. Okay, all right, and then we have about 28% from year 4 and 27% from year 1. And then we have a lesser composition from year 2 and also year 3. Right, and then your last education level, about majority are from STAM, okay, Sekolah Tinggi Agama Malaysia. So there are all from majority are from STAM, and also the sources of funding, okay, majority are from parents, okay, parents about 42%. Then how much is your income, parents' income? All right, for the majority is below 1,500 ringgit. So which is quite low for USIM student. Okay, the parents' income is quite low, which is below 1,500 ringgit. Almost about 32% of the students that are from our samples. And then their father's education level, basically majority are 55.2% are only primary and secondary, and then the mother's education level is about 58% also primary and also secondary. So this is the pie chart that we have actually required just now. Okay, this is woman is more than male. Program of study, right? So this is SMPPK, right? What is your year of study? Okay, right, and so on. So these are all the descriptive or the frequency of your data. But since the data is we call it string, it's quite difficult. It is very limited. Okay, in analysis. Okay, maybe you want to change this. Okay, female in change the numeric. Okay, male also change the numeric. So you know how to do it just now. It's very simple. Go to transform. Okay, recode into same variable. Okay, now we have to reset this. Okay, then we look at, for example, gender, whole value. Okay, we put female, okay, equivalent to 1. Okay. And then male, okay, equivalent to, oh, sorry, we have do it wrongly, okay, because in our value here, okay, we have put it as, okay, cancel first, in the value here, 1 is female, 2 is male, right? So when you transform, make sure that you do it the same. Okay, old value, okay, female, you have 1, then male as 2. And click continue. Okay, now you have changed that. Okay, you check on your data again, right? Okay, this is 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. This is actually for variable 3, which is for gender. Okay, all right, once you have this, then only you can actually compare means and so on, then instead of only doing frequencies. Okay, all right, now we have done a little bit about the demographic profile of the respondent. Now we can actually look at the descriptive, okay, for the question that we have asked them. All right, now if we look at the descriptive, okay, you can see that data which is using string cannot be are not in the, we call it the this block, right? So you start from this one, variable 50, which is, okay, sorry, now we have to change this first. Okay, this one should be changed from variable 12, so we change to numeric. Okay, so we just change this first. That's why it's not It does not appear there. Okay, numeric. Okay, I also have changed this gender to numeric. Oops. Okay. Cancel. I need numeric. Okay. All right. Data. All right. Okay. I'll just save this again. All right. Now let's do the descriptive. So we go to descriptive. Right. Now you can actually look at here. This is variable 12 until okay here, which is variable 69. Okay, click the arrow button. All right, and then you can actually look at what do you want: mean, standard deviation, minimum, variance, okay, kurtosis, skewness. Then you click continue, just click OK. Now this is the descriptive statistic. Okay, you can see that these are the answers, the average. Okay, 1.93. Say that sometimes expenses can be higher than income. Okay, they don't agree. So basically, these are the answers, right? Oh, sorry, this is actually looking at 1 and 2, right? Whether you agree or not, right? So I think that maybe we can actually since that the question is only asking whether it's true or false, right? So we don't need to use descriptive, right? But we can actually use frequencies for the question. So I do look at the first one. Okay, this one until 43, if I'm not mistaken, variable 43. 38. Okay, this one. All right. Remember to click on shift, right? Click shift and then click it. Okay, then you bring it there. So this is the answer here. All right. Okay. Now, if you notice that this is not being labeled anything. So what is one, what is two? It's not being labeled, right? So basically, you need to label just now. You can go back to your what I call it questions. Before that, I've forgotten what is actually the label that I use for 1 and 2. Right, never mind. We can look at this here. You can look at this one. Oh, is your gender? No. Oh, I can't remember. Right, then we have to check back again from our Excel file here. Okay. Okay. Variable 12, true. Okay. And then you look at your variable 12. Okay, true is equivalent to 2. So 1 will be false, 2 will be true. Okay, so you have to label here. So go to variable 12. So that's why it is important to label. Okay, 1 is false, right? So that you can remember, and 2 is true. All right, then you click OK, then click OK. Now you have that label here. Right mouse click, click copy, then you drag all down until variable 43, which is here. Then you paste it, because all of these questions are actually requiring the respondent to answer whether it's true or false, and the rest would be using Likert scale, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm just doing this first because we actually have exceeded 430. So all right, now after we have done that, okay, if you do it again, okay, for example, descriptive and then frequencies, then you click OK again. Now you can see that false here, true is being written here, right? Before that, okay, you only have 1 and 2, and then we have forgotten what is actually 1, what is 2, right? Me myself have forgotten what I have actually coded just now. So true is actually, okay, number 2, okay, and then false is number 1. So this is actually how we are going to do the frequencies, the descriptive of the, what call it, the data. And I think I will actually continue on a little bit, maybe in the tomorrow or the day after, because after this I have to prepare for the for another lecture at Surah Al-Islah on Muamalat, right? So I will also do what call it, FB live for the session, and afterwards I have to go to Malacca. So basically I'll do this after I have some time, and then with that I'd like to say thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.